Are the limits of our language actually the limits of our world? You may have already recognized this very famous quote of Wittgenstein's. What it presupposes is if you don't have a way to capture something conceptually and verbally, then you simply can't truly understand it, discuss it, explore its meaning, and so forth. And while it makes for a really great soundbite, how true is it? Certainly, many areas of the study of humans now agree that complex meaning can be conveyed in far more ways than just vocal languages. And here's the kicker that most people who wheel this quote out actually miss. Even Wittgenstein didn't believe this by the end of his own life. That line is young Wittgenstein from the Tractatus. By the time he wrote Philosophical Investigations, he'd spent quite some time dismantling all of this earlier picture of his. Meaning, he later said, isn't fixed in words at all. It's in use embedded in what he called a form of life. In fact, the older Wittgenstein got much closer to something later philosophers and linguists such as Lakoff and Johnson would come to show empirically, that language emerges outward from the body, from gesture, from spatial metaphors, and not the other way round. This perspective even views all the meaning we bear as always grounded in real-world experience, and that even the words themselves must be so. And this now brings us to a whole register of meaning that verbal language was never built to carry. Eugene Gendlin called it the felt sense, the feeling senses, the body felt knowing of situations and world that arrives before you even have a word for it, and that no word actually even fully captures it once you do have one. Every oral and mythic tradition knows this only too well. Story, song, ritual, gesture all carry complexity no regular glossary of language could hold. Anthropologist Zygoulatis has proposed that ritual was actually our earliest way for transmitting knowledge and meaning before we even developed language. In fact, this non-verbal thinking is at the very beating heart of all physical performances where subtle meaning is conveyed simply via the body's movements and gestures. It's something I know only too well, having been a dancer and physical performer. So maybe the real limit isn't our vocal language, it's mistaking language for the whole of meaning or reducing language only to the verbal. For anyone doing client-facing work, this matters enormously. Your client's experience is never bottlenecked by their vocabulary or yours or the vocalizations. Certainly finding more embodied ways to communicate and to meet the feeling senses underneath the words can reveal a whole lot more.